I am Toty.
I'm Marian.
And we're going to talk about Albert Einstein in critical thinking. To begin with, who was Albert Einstein? Albert Einstein was a physicist, a mathematician, but also a great thinker. For most of his life, he worked as a university professor.
Einstein's achievements influenced philosophy, art, literature, and countless other disciplines.
As an individual passionate in his conviction and outspoken in politics, Einstein transformed the image of the scientist in the 20th century.
It comes as no surprise, therefore, that Time magazine selected him as Person of the Century, hailing him as genius, political refugee, humanitarian, locksmith of the mysteries of the atom and the universe.
Great.
Now we're going to discuss some ideas of Einstein. For example, a school shouldn't be about learning specific subjects because you're preparing for life, or that's what the school says, right, Toty?
But a person is more than a specific subject like maths, language, or English.
Exactly. So the aim of the school should be help the learner in his path to become a complete person, not a specialist. And as long as you learn the fundamental part of the subject, how to think and work independently,
but for the wealth of the community, not independently for individual purposes.
Yeah, of course. The learner will be able to change and improve more than a person that acquires only a specific subject. I believe, and I'm being supported by the thoughts of Einstein, that teach only those subjects is not enough. A school says they are forming person, but they are leaving behind an important part of a person. And what part is that, Toty?
Values, the essence of a person.
That's right. Our current educational system that has some similarities with behaviorism.
And as we know, behaviorism has nothing to do with values.
Exactly. So the main goal is promote competition and not the individual capacity of think.
On the other hand, Marian, Einstein illuminates the importance of intellectual autonomy to the creation of critical societies. Yes, this could be also applied to our Chilean society, right? On the grounds of our educational system. Are we doing something about it? Or even further, is society doing something to develop creative and independent personalities?
I think they are not doing a thing about it.
Yeah. Think of our working class, even the upper class. What are they doing in their lives or jobs to encourage these kinds of people? The system, call it education, society, culture, etc., is creating sheep-like masses, as Einstein said. They are only worried to earn a big amount of money, and that's it. What do you think?
I totally agree.
Now, regarding social conformity, Einstein says, well, Marian, nowadays educational establishments have compulsory subjects that creates a rigid context of learning and rapport too. Therefore, kids are only taught what the government wants them to learn. Consequently, the learner is accustomed to read what he or she is given, but not to search for something that could give them new perspectives or something that they're really interested in, you know?
To summarize, we think that Einstein's ideas should not only be applied to education in general, but to rescue them into our sociocultural context nowadays. Because it's not only the educational system the one that sees people or students as tools. Society has learned to think in that way too. An example of this is the fact that people is not looking for a future job that like them, they are looking for a job in which they will earn more money. Plus, there is an individual feeling based in the competition of being the best. And not as a better person, but a better worker or tool. And for being a better tool, they don't need to think either critical or in any way.
Yeah, Marian. On the other hand, critical thinking has little or no importance in schools nowadays. Why? Why are we afraid of teaching our students to think critically? In our opinion, critical thinking should be developed in every aspect of our life. Mostly whenever we have the chance to criticize things around us and give this chance to our learners. As Einstein said, it is vital to people to create in oneself a critical spirit, so we can contribute to progress and changes. Go critical thinking! Woo!